Alright, my friends, welcome to Super Ghouls and Ghosts. This is my favorite video game. I love Super Ghouls and Ghosts. Hopefully I'll play it well. You make a joke that he should raid my channel because you're kind of important here. I mean, you certainly are, but I imagine he's probably got a lot of other people that he's probably got sort of a deeper raid trading relationships than with me. We don't often get to send a raid in their direction since my streams, they're not usually live around the times my stream ends. You know, we're happy to have them here whenever they can come by, but I don't necessarily expect it. That's sort of the trouble with a lot of the other streamers I know, is that there's so many people who raid our stream all the time, and I can never send a raid back in their direction because they're never live when I'm ending. I don't know what I'm doing, turning my lives up. Who do I think I am? I'm gonna turn them down. All right, if we want an extra life, we gotta earn it. But we'll use continues though. Alright, so professional difficulty. Let's see if I still got it. Oh, I definitely get that. I like to raid the smaller channels too. I don't like the hassle of trying to find new smaller channels. All the dead air while I'm sitting here just browsing Twitch at the end of a stream. That's the only thing that I don't really like about it. When I'm ready to wrap up a stream, I wanna move people along kind of right away. But I do. It is really fun to raid to newer channels and find newer streamers. All right, so hopefully I don't regret that. This is probably not going to be a with the new tags, channels are getting difficult to find. Yeah, I heard something about that, but I don't even really know what that. I don't know. I haven't really looked into it. Mostly, I just open up the retro category and look through there. That's pretty much how I go on the hunt for new people, is still just to search the retro category, and pick based on thumbnails usually. All right, and just for fun, why don't we run the timer until the first death? I'm certain this won't be a deathless run, but you never know. I've accidentally gotten a deathless run of this game before. Maybe I should take the volume down a little bit. I'll let the story play out. Oh, I missed the suit. The run is no longer valid. I better pick up the money bags. I'm not gonna go out of my way for all of them, but if I've got no extra lives, then we're gonna really need continues. These skull towers are like the worst obstacle. They're the second worst obstacle. Bad weapon drops are the first worst obstacle. Rush pirate. Welcome in. Way better than you at this for sure. I mean, I've probably played it a whole lot more. I'm definitely not the best player at it in the world, but I'm better than a lot of people at it because I've played it a whole lot more than most other people. I just love it. He was born with this cartridge. It's when my life really began. This game is weird because, like, how I got it, like, seems very odd to me, and I think that my memory is mostly an invented memory because it doesn't seem to me like it could be true, but the way I remember it was that I'd stayed over at my cousin's house. I'd stayed overnight, and he had gotten this game, and we'd stayed up all night playing it, and as you might expect, done we'd done very poorly at it. Probably only making it to the second stage. But then the next day, my dad comes and picks me up, and I don't remember him playing the game, but he must have watched us play it, and maybe even played it for a while. But as I remember it, after he picked me up, on the way home, he actually made an unexpected stop at Walmart and bought this game for me on the way home, which would have been extremely unusual. I did not receive games as, like, random gifts and surprises. Like, I received games, I received a game at Christmas and a game on my birthday, and that was about it. That was pretty much all the games I would get for a year. But the way I remember it was that he had stopped and bought this game for me on our way home. And it was just very unusual. An awesome story. Well, I mean, I don't know. I appreciate the compliment. Did you do all of your homework, Frownie? My dad did buy me did agree to buy me a GameCube as a reward for getting all A's on my report card. I typically did pretty well in school, but not quite that well. So that was a nice deal. That was a nice bit of motivation. Is that how you learn to hack the school computers? Shh, no one needs to know how I really did it. No, I missed the money bag. Come back. If you get the if you could learn to get the knife and keep your gold armor, you can use your dragon magic to cheese so much of the game. Almost to the point where I kind of feel bad for playing it this way sometimes. At some point, it'll be fun to do sort of further limited challenges though. Like maybe do a no armor run, and or dedicated weapon runs. I have completed one loop of the game, torch only, before. I haven't done it. There's no proof of it. You just have to take my word for it, for whatever that's worth. But I did manage to do loop 1 torch only once. That's pretty rough. I could not pull off the second loop though. I never really timed these dragons quite right against this boss. He's gonna get me. Three dragons and he's still alive, and all those knives? Well, that was bad. My goodness. Nice catch. I love the way the lava looks on this level. I would never want to be here. I could not stand the heat of this place, but I really like the way the lava flows. Looks nice. And up here, I like the green stones on the roof. There's a quicker way to fall down there by threading the needle with a much riskier and cooler looking jump, but I'm happy to just walk off the platform. So I'm pretty scared of death now. Like, when I play this, I'm not usually, like, levels 1 through 3A, I'm usually confident that I'm probably not going to die. It's when I get here that, like, I become pretty certain I am going to die. All of my, like, most of my attempts at, well, I don't know. A lot of my attempts at deathless runs when I was on that grind ended here. And everywhere between here up until stage 5 it feels really uncertain. It's definitely the riskiest part of the game. It's so easy to die in one hit by being knocked into the abyss. And there's so many enemies, so many opportunities to have enemies fall suddenly onto you here at the end. And or drop undesirable weapons in your path. It's rough. It's really rough. Oh, undesirable weapon. Here we go. On the list of, like, terrible things that could have happened to me, this is pretty low. I'll take it. Except this fight is gonna last forever. My magic is doing so very little. Really, this one again? Oh, thank goodness. Magic Man. Ooh, I feel like I got real lucky there. I'm scared to open the chest because they're gonna poison me with terrible weapons. Whatever this is, I basically have to pick up. Oh, never mind. It's a magic man. Don't hit me, please. There's a chest up here on the right, but you can never spawn it because its spawn trigger is in the wall. I don't think this works. Oh, it does. Ugh. That scythe is just repulsive. Oh, please give me a good weapon game. By which I mean the only good weapon. Where do I go for this chest? Right there. There's nothing! I hate it when that happens. There's nothing. I didn't even know that could happen until a couple months ago. Stay away from me. I just died. Oh, that's terrible. Alright, we'll kill the timer. No deathless run. We can still go for the 1cc though. Although, oh man, making it through here with the lance and no magic? I don't think this is going to happen. We might be here a while, my friends. I've gotten us into a bad situation. But that's alright. We're not really working on a challenge. We're just supposed to be having fun. Oh, I got lucky. The blueberry despawned this time. There's supposed to be one down here, too. 2 of them despawned. The game's taking it easy on me now. It feels bad. It's thinking to itself, oh, I didn't realize I was picking on someone who's so unskilled. Get me out of here. The ground here looks like cheese melted over meatballs. I know I'd say a lot of the same observations as I play this game all the time, but I can't help it. You know, if something in the game reminds me of something every time I see it, then it's going to remind me every time I see it. Cool. All 3 of them. You don't usually get to see that. Usually you kill this guy before he even has a chance to do that attack. Much less with all 3 heads still intact. That's a rare treat right there. Melty cheese, or maybe one of those iced coffee cakes. I guess you could see it as sweet, but I just imagine it as savory. It looks almost identical to a meatball pizza that was made by a restaurant that was local to where I grew up. So I actually specifically think of a particular pizza that I had as a kid. Which I'd really love to have again, but the place no longer exists. The cool thing about like messing up, you know, getting hit, losing a life, stuff like that, is that then it forces me to play powered down for at least a little while. And that's definitely a more heart-pounding experience. Not that you can ever relax while playing this game, but it's a lot easier to feel confident when you're in golden armor. If the game offered me the crossbow right now, I would actually take it. The scythe. Oh, and it put it in my way, too. That's bad. Come on, Red Devil. I love this ice level. I love the music. Especially the second half of the level up here, where it's all crystals. They're pink and purple and blue. It's beautiful. Oh no, it's up here. Alright, we're all powered up again. Japan makes the greatest games. I mean, it certainly seems like they've made my made most of my favorites, if not all of them. I don't know if I can eliminate that wolf from down here. My magic is not doing the trick. I'm glad he stayed up there, though. That wolf likes to jump. Well, see ya. I will admit that that avalanche animation is not super convincing. Maybe another draft of that animation was in order. Wow, we got a lot of avalanches. They don't usually all show up. Ahoy, Frownie and crew. Master Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Welcome to just, you know, a relaxed, casual playthrough of my favorite game. I've already died once, so no deathless run for us tonight. I know it's tremendously braggy to point this out, but for those who don't know, I have completed this game deathless twice. It was brutally challenging. It took me forever, but I did it. And as soon as I got the deathless run, I didn't play the game for like a month. And then I threw it on, and the very next time I played it was a second deathless run. So when I did it twice, it was back to back. It's kind of nice. But we still can probably get a 1cc. Not guaranteed, but there's a really strong chance. Watch the Deathless VOD on YouTube. Right on. Thank you for checking that out. I appreciate that. Probably should throw a dragon or two at this guy. And missed. Ooh, and missed again, and I'm inside his fire? That's not good. I don't know where I learned to throw dragons. I definitely did not earn an A on my report card that term, though. You would know you are a resident snow connoisseur. I think I'm going to start a channel in our Discord for people to post sprites of meat items from video games. You know, like the Castlevania wall chicken. I need to. I want to collect. A good bunch of examples of meats from video games, and I think I'm gonna try and outsource that by asking people to share them in the Discord, and then at some point we'll do a stream where I'll make a tier list of Agent Frownie's favorite video game meats. From Streets of Rage, yeah, and I've never played it, but I know that I believe it's Final Fight CD has a really good meat sprite. Oh no! How did that happen? Oh, that's a catastrophe. Well, it can't get any better than this, so. You can jump over those chests without destroying them, but I have a hard time doing it, so I don't, and then I usually pay for it. Oh, this is gonna be rough. The best of the best becomes an emote. Well, I already have 2 meat emotes. They're just in the higher tiers. So I'm usually the only person that has access to them. I'd planned to leave the Tier 2 and Tier 3 slots blank because I didn't really want to incentivize them too much, but then I thought, well, I really like using those meat emotes, so that'll give me access to them. And I didn't figure other people would care as much as I do. But I love to watch a Castlevania stream and spam my wall chicken emote every time it makes an appearance. Even better when I catch a Bloodlines stream because it has the mutton style meat. We might have enough time to still do this. I think we're okay. Best I can offer is the cheese. The rules about scaling the images, I don't know, I haven't given it that much thought, Sparrow. I mean, ideally, we want them to be just as true to the, you know... We want them just to appear as screen accurate as possible, I would imagine. Would love Frownie merch, just by the by. I mean, we'll see. I hardly feel like that's necessary for a stream of my size. I know that a few people would really love it, but while I don't want to necessarily disappoint those few people, I also do not want to pretend I'm something I'm not. I wear a Frownie hoodie. I'm still streaming. I'm about to die. Uh-oh. I kind of lost sight of the mission there for a moment. Trying to sleep to something and saw this. Well, I like to think of my stream as good material to sleep to. We usually keep things pretty peaceful around here. Big purple hoodie with a sad face, I'd rock that. I do like my hoodies and beanies. I do love the color purple. I have to figure out how to make a small run, maybe for the truly devoted Frown Townsters. I mean, if you have some advice, you know, on how I might go about doing that, I'm open to hearing it, but I'm not necessarily going to act on anything. You know, but if you know of a good way, if you know of a good, like, reliable method, then you know, my DMs are open in Discord. The thing is, that would be great for my stream too. I can rock the hoodie while DJing. Cross promotion. Sparrow, you don't want to wear a frowny face during your stream. No one's sad during your streams, my friend. These item drops are not possible, by the way. Yeah, something's wrong here. This always happens. There's something that goes on when you die at the last boss. It messes up the item progression. You start to get impossible drops. It happened to me last time, too. Last time I played this casually. Come on, man. Get down here. I'm not afraid of you. I've wasted all my time fighting this guy. I'm not gonna have time for the bosses. Oh, we got a game over. That's what I get for only having one life. I'm liking this game that means no sleep. I'm sorry I'm performing poorly. You haven't heard some of my more heartfelt streams then? No! I can still recover. That was a lie, by the way. I don't think I can recover at all. Try to keep it positive overall. If I drop more sad tracks, I try not to end on that note. I think that's a wise choice. Oh yeah. I have to watch now and see how you do. All right, right now I'm embarrassing myself a little bit. This game is really hard, so I can't feel too bad about not playing perfectly. You know what? Let's just have some fun. We'll just keep picking up weapons. If I can make it to the top, though, we'll be alright. Well, not with the fire, we won't. I take that back. Neither of those hurt this guy? See, with the fire, the thing is, that still didn't work. I'm too timid to win. Bleeding continues. This is why you don't want to mess around with bad weapons. Ugh. Fine. Ten lives again. I kind of have that situation going on, because I have no extra lives. I only have 1 life per continue. Oh, why'd that one ghost have to hit me? One instance of damage just ruins everything. Here we go. This is what I kept trying to do before, is get my gold armor. Here we go. Oh, this is a bad weapon, though. I don't even know what the proper way for using this weapon is. Defensively, that's what we're gonna do. How in the world is this guy still alive? I don't think any of those magic attacks even hurt. I think it was all the axe. Alright, come on, game. Don't do this to me. Give me something I can use. The fire. That's not even a weapon. Well, this is gonna go poorly. That's about what I was expecting. You got me. You have the best games, Frownie. Thank you, Doe. If you're curious about what I have in my physical collection, I've got most of it inventoried in that VG Collect page there. Almost everything I own physically is there, except for, well, everything I bought in the past year is pretty much not inventoried. Which is about, I don't know, 20 games. $20 to $30 games. I really need to update that collection, but the thing was, I figured that well, there were two reasons that more recent purchases I didn't want to update, because one, some of the things that I bought were to round out like sets in my collection so that I could do some sort of themed streams like the Powerpuff Girls games. And I didn't really want to give away what I was doing by sharing what I'd added into my collection too early. And the second factor was because I figured I would want to update my collection on stream. And it seemed to make more sense to just wait until I had a whole bunch of games to do all at once. My most recent purchase, I think, is Neo Contra on the PlayStation 2. I'm dead. This is going terribly. Have I ever even played this game before? I cannot get out of this level. I feel like I'd have a better shot at beating it if I reset the game and started from the beginning at this point. I'm just trapped in a downward spiral. Hey, OP, welcome in. Beating myself up on this game. Yeah, I'm doing it just for fun. Thing is, I can't even beat it tonight. I've lost my touch. I hope you're doing well, though, Opie. Thank you for joining us. You gotta be doing better than me. I'm doing rough right now. Animal Crossing and Asteroids. I had to stop. I'm so jealous. I have a pretty nice collection. You know, I'm really lucky. I got interested in retro game collecting very early when it was all crazy cheap. I started collecting SNES and NES games at the end of the N64's lifespan. And back then, like, no one cared about the older consoles. Like, you could find people selling whole boxes of games at yard sales for, you know, just a dollar or so a piece. You could find games at thrift stores for real cheap. Like, my collection, I only have because I built it. I built it up at the right time. I cannot and will not even attempt to. I cannot and will not even attempt to rebuild my collection if anything happens. Yeah, I haven't done a damageless run, Opie. I have done deathless. I've beaten it deathless twice actually. I can provide no evidence of that tonight. I mean, based on like what you're seeing on the stream, I might as well be claiming that I'm 12 feet tall. Oh, thank goodness. Will I ever sell my collection? I expect not. But maybe, I mean, if times get really tough, maybe I'll have to. Maybe I'll have to one day. You know, if it's... If I have no other option for survival. That would be unfortunate, but, I mean, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, right? And I could always start, you know, start from the outside and work my way in, you know, start with things I don't really care about as much. Which, who knows, maybe at some point I would do that. Pare the collection down. Sell off all the garbage. All the garbage I've played on stream. There'll be someone out there who wants it. Someone who's trying to make a complete Game Boy Color collection. Or some such similar thing. Look at this guy. He's unstoppable. That's the move I was waiting for him to do. Maybe if I can just keep him down there. This is rough, because now there's a chest here that I want to open. And this guy is really annoying me. There we go, finally. Oh, that's all I wanted was for him to swoop at me. Echo! $50 on Echo. I don't know, I might need my copy of Echo Tuesday. In case I ever hit 1 million subs, I have to do a Deathless run. I'm so bad. I'm so bad at this. That's alright, we're having fun, right? I'm not having fun. I don't know who's having fun, but it's not me. Hope you'll never get to that point, Frownie. Thank you. Getting close to the final fight, not at all. I'm not even halfway there. I did not have enough time to make this happen, do I? Nope. I've got to be, like, super aggressive. It's not enough. Get away from my ledge, man. It wasn't enough time. Sadness. My white buffalo is Sega's King's Bounty, Doe says. I don't think I've ever even heard of that game. Just had a great stream. Elden Ring is making great progress. Love your Frownie Mega Man with a gun. That's Mega Man 1. That's Mega Man 1 box art. Frownie. I love it. It's my favorite. Close to the final fight. Some ways away. Oh, I thought you were talking about Elden Ring. I thought you were talking about me. I thought you were trying to give me hope, Opie. You're talking about Elden Ring. What's the worst game you played on stream? Echo, by far. Echo the Dolphin is the worst. The illusion is there is no garbage. I think Frownie was fine with Echo up until the level where the boss had 15 jaws and he had to do the whole level again if he died. Echo the Dolphin was just a never-ending nightmare. You said something, I think, about being near the end of Elden Ring, and I thought you were trying to encourage me that I was almost done with the game. Echo immortalized in Echo Foul. That's a terrible name for that track too, Sparrow, because that's an awesome song. Saramaru just left. I can't get the gold armor because of last level nonsense. I really can't. The gold armor is unattainable. I hate this. I hate what it's doing to me. It's so crazy. When you die on the last level, it just throws the chest into chaos, it seems. The chests are, for anyone who doesn't know, the chests and the chests are supposed to provide items and armor upgrades in a predetermined, reliable order. But for some reason, dying on the last level causes that order to descend into madness. I'm having such a hard time. I'm having such a hard time coping with, and I think it's not even dying at the last level, but dying specifically against these bosses. Have fun descending into madness. I must descend into sleep, Cows says. Thank you for being with us tonight, Cows. I hope that you sleep well. Tomorrow night is more Scooby-Doo and Pikmin 2. I missed. Oh, let's go. Finally. Oh, what a nightmare. That's not even the worst part of the game. Frownie, are you really that traumatized from Echo? You've been going heavy on the jank. Do you miss being Echo's prisoner? Not at all. Although I do love some pretty terrible games. Thank you for the GGs, my friends. Thank you, Opie. Thank you, Doe. Thank you, MK. Night. Cows jumping over the moon. Oh no. I remember who we're talking about. I was just I was surprised that they were that they had been lurking for that long. All right, here we go. Second verse, same as the first. Arthur? Who's Arthur? I'm pretty sure this guy is Obi-Wan Kenobi. There is a resemblance there. Oh, it's so nice to be off that last level. Oh, I can't believe how badly that went for me. That's what I need to do, is gain the high ground. You're right. It's late, so I've got to be heading out. Have a good stream. GG on the first win. Hope you get the second one. I'm going to try my best, Opie. Thank you for dropping in. I do very much appreciate seeing you. Today I learned that Ditto and Pokemon was going to have an evolution at one point. For me, Ditto will always be a failed Mew clone. I guess Game Freak's obsession with needless evolutions isn't new. Well, you gotta have something for those sequels, right? I'm a Gen 1 kind of guy. I'm a Gen 1 only Pokemon guy, pretty much. So in my mind, the canon will always be limited to the first couple games and their various fan theories. Used to attack gyms with Ditto to see what happened. I'm a pretty solid Gen 4-er. 3 and 4 were peak Pokemon, Tuesday says. I like the I like the vibe of the first gen Pokemon. I like that like 90s era like optimism about technology that sort of comes through in its spirit, and how it's real. It's got a real like heavy like science tone to it in the first gen that's pretty much immediately abandoned for mysticism in the other generations of Pokemon. And I'm not really interested in that. I'm not really interested in that when they added that stuff to it. And I mean, like, I'm a pretty big fantasy nerd too. Like, I like my sort of like mystical kind of fantasy worlds and stuff. But I liked that made Pokemon kind of different. Was that it had such a science flavor to it, and then they abandoned that immediately with Gold and Silver, and it was just never as interesting to me. And they've swung so hard into it. Like, I loved the gameplay in Arceus. I had a lot of fun with that game, but oh man, anytime any character began to speak, I got so tired of everything they had to say right away. That was compounded by the fact that it was all the sort of Pokemon mysticism stuff. But then layered on top of that was the additional problem of every character was constantly saying the same thing over and over again. The dialogue in that game is atrocious. I've only played Pokemon Go. I haven't played. I've never played Pokemon Go. I didn't have a smartphone capable of running Pokemon Go when it was like sort of the new thing that everyone was doing. So that kind of prevented me from getting into it. I miss the 90s so much, MK says. Doe agrees, I'm a 90s guy so much. Pokemon are like magic cards. They keep making new ones to keep you buying, but only the originals are worth anything. Gen 8, however, has made me doubt I'll ever engage in the franchise again. Tuesday says, is Gen 8 Sword and Shield? Wife made you play Pokemon Go with the kids, and you leveled to 40 so quick. I don't know what I'm doing. I should not have stayed over here so long. Just standing around. Ooh, I got some reading to do, it would seem. Geonatus Sword and Shield, underwhelmingly easy and boring. Diamond and Pearl remakes, bewilderingly disappointing, barely an upgrade. No Distortion World, and most upsetting, no Battle Frontier. Legends, RCS, okay, I guess, but the quality varies, and it's pretty obvious they detracted from the remakes just to boost Arceus. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Yeah, I had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun with Arceus, but I could see why people might be underwhelmed by it at the same time. There were definitely things about it that I didn't like, but I don't regret playing it. There's a lot of games I've played all the way through that I can't say that about. I don't think I'll be in the hurry to play another Pokemon game, though. Like when Scarlet and Violet come out. I don't think you're very likely to see them on this stream. I don't have any, I don't really have ambitions of playing them. There really aren't any new games that are coming out that I really am looking forward to at all at the moment. I'll probably try out Splatoon 3. I might do it. I might do that on the stream for one night, but it's not something I'm going to spend a lot of time with, I expect. And I really, I had a lot of fun with Splatoon 2. That's the only one that I've played. I missed out on the first one. Splatoon 2 I had a lot of fun with, but I'm very bad at it. So a new game from Playtonic I'm thinking of getting. What might that be, if I could ask? I love the level design concept where you walk up and down the tower. It's pretty nice, and it's pretty interesting how they tried to pull off the effect. Although, the thing is, I never get the sense that we're actually walking up, or that we're actually moving upward as we move around the tower. It's gonna be hard to explain what I think is happening. As Arthur walks up the tower, I feel like Arthur is staying in place. Like the game camera is like where you guys are watching from. The webcam is the game camera, and like, use this cola can. Like I feel like Arthur is here in front of the tower, and he's staying in place, and the tower is like turning and moving as he walks to keep him under it. So, like, the tower is spinning, but it's also moving as it spins to keep him in the same point relative to the camera. I don't feel like the camera is moving around the tower. The effect does not do what they want it to do. It's a game on C64 you want to recommend there? Nebulous? I'll add it to my C6. I've got a notepad specifically for C64 recommendations. Blossom Tales 2. It's looking like a Link to the Past clone. That could be good. I also got my eye on Little Gator Game, which is probably going to be great. I haven't seen anything from either of those Tuesday, but I'm so disconnected. Like, I don't really catch a lot of, like, gaming news and stuff like that. I mostly learn about games, like someone has to actually tell me a game exists, typically, before I'm likely to find out about it. Really big mainstream releases, particularly ones from Nintendo, I'll typically stumble upon myself on my own eventually, but for the most part, unless someone goes out of their way to tell me about a game, I frequently don't hear about it. That was bad. Can I do better? Can I do better quickly? Yeah. If I keep watching, I'll get no sleep. I have to work in a few hours. Can I blame shift, my friend? I mean, if you've got to sleep, well, don't let me keep you. Your work is definitely more important than my stream. Street Beat for C64. I can take a look at that. I kind of want to play Rags to Riches again, but I also kind of don't, because I feel like I figured out the game pretty well, and I know how I could make progress if I play it again. But the thing is that my last playthrough of it ended so perfectly that I kind of don't ever want to play it again. That's what keeps me from it's kind of what keeps me from going back to Jump King. That, and I'm just afraid playing Jump King too much is going to bore everybody to tears. Because I've done so bad at it historically. But the thing is, like, every one of my playthroughs, every one of my attempts at Jump King has now ended with me at the starting platform. That it's just... I don't really want to break that tradition. What if I accidentally do well? I would watch Jump King. I've played it 3 times on the stream. The first time, I actually made a lot of good progress. And then the second time, I erased 100% of the progress from the first play. And then the third was the same. I just went in a loop and ended up back where I started. We'll probably play it again at some point because it is fun, but the thing is, I don't know that I'm good. I don't know that I'm ever going to be good enough to make any meaningful progress in it. But we'll definitely pick it up at some point. After we finish up the sometime shortly after we finish up this this jank marathon I've got going on, maybe in early to mid-September, I'd like to start up a playthrough of Dark Souls, and that's going to be on my Switch. So just for convenience, I'm going to want to play a lot of other stuff that's on the Switch around the same time. That might be when we try to do some more Hollow Knight. I want to play Horus. Might think about the Cuphead DLC at that point. What? What did I say, Master Tuesday? Dark Souls, yeah. You want to play Dark Souls? Why is that funny? Stubby the Bee, welcome in. Thank you for joining us. Jank. Rip. Those 2 emotes are very appropriate for this stream. You're a braver man than I am, that's all. I wouldn't touch that franchise with a 50-foot pole. I'm looking forward to it. I've heard great things about Dark Souls. I don't think I've ever heard anything bad about it. I know it's insanely hard, but I mean, look at what my favorite game is. Snow level. I love snow levels. The thing about that is I love snow levels. Snow and ice levels are my favorite levels in aesthetically. Like that's always the place I want to be when I'm playing a game. But I hate slippery ice physics in video games. So the thing is, the levels that I most want to visit always have the thing that hurts me the most. I've been spotted. My ninja disguise has been blown. I used to love water theme levels, but they're quite miserable. Yeah, I don't think anyone likes playing water levels, right? Turtle shell defense. That would be useful. I think Dark Souls is hard because nothing is blatantly explained. Also sounds perfect for me. Other than that, the game feels like a Western game. We'll see. I mean, I could be wrong. I could play it and turn out to hate it. But I have high expectations. I think that I'll like it. I think it'll probably be frustrating to watch me play it, since, you know, I never want any help with anything. But maybe I'll get lucky and accidentally do really well. You never know. But yeah, I'd kind of like to play that ideally by the end of September, but I don't know. There's so many games. There's so many games I want to play, friends. I want to play more Contra games. I want to give Wild Guns a try. I want to play some stuff on the PlayStation 2 that I've never played before. All kinds of stuff. I got a whole lot more GBA games that I've picked up that I'm excited about. So many games, so little time. I want to play some Resident Evil games at some point. It's a good game. No need for defense, we embrace it here. I won't accidentally do well at Dark Souls. You're confident I won't do well? I probably won't, but I need to at least be able to lie to myself. If I can't pretend to be optimistic, how am I gonna endure? My son loves Dark Souls. I watch above my gameplay level at the moment. Let's see what weapon this is. That's the fire. I'd rather not have that. Those red devils. Oh, they're so tough. They knew what they were doing when they made this guy. He's the worst. Oh, he got me. He got me. He was one hit away from the grave, and he got me. Hey, we've got a raid coming in. Very nice to have you here, my friends. We've got Jay from Oh Hey It Jay. Thank you so much with a gigantic party of 72. My goodness. Hello, everybody. Thank you for the shout out. Doing the shout out there, Sparrow. Kirby's Dream Buffet. Oh, the new one. Tell me, how was that, Jay? Did you have a good time? I saw the preview for that. It looks so cute. It was a blast. It's so much fun. I'm gonna have to give that one a try. I'm gonna have to give that a try myself. I didn't know when it was. I didn't know it was already out. Super chaotic, silly, and much better than I thought it was going to be honest. Cho Makamura is a magnet for people. You can use that link there in the shout out to give Jay a follow if you would be so kind, my friends. Jay has an amazing stream. He's super friendly. He's got a very sort of chill vibe, and you can see lots of retro content over there. He's a big Kirby fan and Paper Mario speedrunner. If you're new to our stream, friends, I'm Frownie. It's nice to meet you. I stream several nights a week, usually starting around 10:30 p.m. Central Time. And we go for about 6 hours on average, give or take. Primarily retro variety, NES to N64 being my real sweet spot, though we do go both older and newer from time to time. And of course on non-Nintendo platforms as well. Let's pick up this crossbow. It makes life a little easier. It's kind of slow, but a little easier. I like to prioritize very strictly blind first playthroughs of games, and there's a lot of like really great games out there that I've yet to get the chance to play. And on occasion, I like to torture myself with with games that are super trash or games that are super brutal that I'm not very good at. We're having a rough night in this game tonight. There's a very real chance that we won't make it to the end, my friends, just so you know. We're playing on professional difficulty, and I turned our stock down to 1, which means we have a very real possibility of running out of continues. I'm doing nothing good. I must retire. I have to be up for work in a few hours. Then I wish you a very quick rest and recovery, Jay. Thank you again for the raid. I appreciate you coming by and bringing your friends with you. And I hope you have a very productive yet peaceful day at work tomorrow. We'll just kind of stay away from that scythe. Alright, I should play very cautiously. It's never any good. This is not a first playthrough. This is it looks like one, I know. This is a game I'm very, very familiar with. This is actually my favorite video game. No lie. You'll see no evidence that I've ever played it before on display right now, but I have on occasion done very well at it. tonight is not one of those occasions. But we're going to keep going. We're going to keep going until we run out of continues. The platforms are so graphical. I thought I was helping myself out picking up the crossbow because in general it's usually a lot easier to fight these red devils with the crossbow than it is with the knife, but I think he may have actually despawned himself, that first one. I didn't hear him explode, so I don't think he died. All right. Wonderful. Finally, that's 2 of them. What stage is that one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is stage 6. On loop 2. Although you only have to do 2 loops to beat one of these games, in the Ghosts and Goblins on the NES, if you want to, it'll actually let you do additional loops. And it gets very, very hard. I made it to the last stage on loop 3. I've only tried it once. I made it to the last stage on loop 3. I just could not beat the last stage. I wish that this game lets you do more loops. I think I would have a better shot at doing multiple extra loops if you could do them in this game. All right, here you go, my friends. Cross your fingers, because if you like last time when we got here, I really blundered, and it was a never-ending spiral of death and sadness. If that happens to us again on loop 2, there's no recovery. There's no way of raising ourselves up out of the pit. As you can see, the upgraded arrows have, they are homing arrows. They are very bad at picking appropriate targets. They just kind of lock on to whatever sprite they feel like. The magician? How is he in there? That's not supposed to be a magician. What? I need a chest. Come on. There we go. You're required to use this weapon to beat the game. No! Rip, we just lost. So, yeah, the thing about this weapon is its strength is determined by the... its strength is determined by the level of your armor. So, because I have no armor, that weapon is weak and its range is shortened. That's about as bad as things could have possibly gone. We have 4 more tries. This is a very complicated weapon too. It's Hey, there's the Combat King. Great to see you. Welcome in. Congratulations. If I understood your stream title right, it looks like you are officially a Twitch partner now. Yes, sir. Right on. I can't think of anyone who deserves it more than you, my friend. You put on some great streams. I've had some really good times. I've had some really good times in your chat. I'm having some really bad times in this game tonight. I'm getting humiliated by this game tonight. I can't remember the last time I played this badly at this. You must lurk more than I realize. Well, I don't always, I'm not always in the, in a situation where it's convenient to speak up. I do most of my stream watching while I'm doing chores around the house, especially when I'm cooking and doing the prep for cooking. It's not very easy to type with hands that are covered in vegetable and chicken debris. The home stretch. We're in the home stretch. I'm tripping at the finish line. Listening to streams while cooking is a good feel, though. It's sort of my prime stream enjoying time. It's just immediately always going bad. I don't really have any ambitions. I was gonna say, I don't really have any ambitions of pulling it off with a downgraded armor, and especially immediately losing it, but I need to take every opportunity for practice we can. We've got 3 lives left. We've got three lives left before my hubris ruins our playthrough. Gonna try again. Frownie, I work in a few hours. Well, at the most, the stream's gonna last about 15 more minutes, right? I've got 3 lives, 15 minutes each. Might earn a continue if I'm really lucky. What's this? A weapon? It's actually armor? How in the world did that even happen? Is this going to be armor too? We got what was supposed to be in the chest. I can't believe it. Staring that guy down like that, it never feels good. Significant night. Great to see you. One of the hardest games I've ever played. The arcade one was the first one I ever played in my life. That's a great first game to start with. This is actually my favorite game. You wouldn't know it. You wouldn't know it from tonight's stream, but I love this game. This game is magical for me. I've been lucky enough to pull off deathless playthroughs of this twice, but only twice. I can usually do a 1cc pretty reliably, but tonight's just been embarrassment after embarrassment. I really should be fighting this guy a little more aggressively because time is kind of low, but... This fight right here, fighting these two bosses with this weapon, this is one of the hardest fights that I know of in video games. There's so many things about this fight that make it a nightmare. It's so, like, meticulously calculated for agony. We're in a bad situation now. Oh, I'm dead. No. That was probably it. That was probably our chance. The specifics of how that weapon work with just like you can only do damage at the apex of your double jump, and when you're at the top of your double jump, you're very vulnerable. And so it's basically you just have to, anytime you want to attack that guy, you've got to open yourself up for destruction. It's a little better if you can get there with the gold armor because of the increased range of the weapon, but yeah, just the fact that you have to double jump in order to do any damage it's brutal. Alright, come on, don't mess up my chests. Great. Also great. That's how the chests are supposed to be every time. Remember earlier when I was getting all those bogus weapons? That's when they're off pattern. When they're on pattern, we should be getting those 2 suits of armor from those 2 chests every time. That's what I meant by saying that the weapon drops earlier were impossible. Like I said before, you don't actually have to kill these chests. But I have, you can, if you jump correctly, you can just jump above them, but I have difficulty pulling that off reliably, for whatever reason. Can't wrap my brain around it correctly. It's kind of like right here, where you can jump to the top of that ladder. I know it's possible, and I understand how to do it, but I don't always pull it off. When you miss that ladder, there's very little consequence. When you miss jumping over one of those fish, it's the end of the run. Okay, nice. We got a lot of time. Maybe don't be super aggressive. When his fire's hitting the corner like that, I like to make sure I stand really far back, because it can glitch off of the corner and still hit you sometimes. It's not supposed to come any further than that, but it does sometimes. I'm dead. Oh, how did I survive? I can't believe he stopped throwing fire in time for me to live. What a gentleman. I don't know. I don't know. I think I've played too scared. I'm dead. Oh, I'm gonna let everyone down, my friends. We're not gonna make it. Scary. Always scary. Cross your fingers. I am fighting like a clown. That was scary. How many times have I said scary? You may be tempted to think I'm a coward because I talk about how scared I am all the time, but you have to remember that saying, right? If that courage is not the absence of fear, but the mastery of it. And who has a greater mastery of fear than someone who feels as much of it as I do? Yeah, I think if the greatest shepherd is the man with the most sheep, then the bravest man is the one with the most fear. I'm firing in the wrong direction. This is not gonna happen. I've wasted so much time. I need to stop running my mouth and just play the game, right? Wise words. I don't think there's enough time. Especially if I miss him. I'm not gonna be able to get back over to him. That's it. That's truly game over, my friends. I didn't make it. I'm very sorry to have let you down. Oh. What a sad way to end the stream, right? But I really just don't have it in me to do another run of that. But we've beat it before. We'll beat it again. That's just, that's just the way it has to go sometimes. It was incredibly fun. Well, just think about it this way too. The next time I play this on stream, which is going to have to be very soon now because I'm going to have to redeem myself after tonight. The next time I play it, there's just going to be that much higher stakes. Well, it'll come automatically infused with so much more drama because of my previous failure. See, it's all part of a bigger long-term picture. But thank you for being here tonight with me, my friends. Thank you for coming along and enjoying the stream. I hope you've enjoyed yourselves. I've had a good time. We did have some successes tonight, right? We started up a new Scooby-Doo game. We beat Vector Man, so that one we're done with. And I was humiliated by my favorite game. So I've had a lot of fun. And I appreciate you coming along for the ride. I hope I'm going to get to enjoy your company again in the near future. For now, I'm going to point us in the direction of another stream we can raid. Thanks, Frownie. Thank you, Boat Ladder. I'm going to point us in the direction of Nordic Eden. I haven't seen one of Eden's streams in a while. She's working her way through Ocarina of Time for the first time. She plays games kind of like I do, very stubbornly blind. So if she's having a hard time, just let her struggle and enjoy the learning process. I will give you the heads up that her stream is not quite as family friendly as mine. She never gets too inappropriate, but there is a bit of cursing on her stream, and she is a lot more animated than I am, so it'll be a little bit louder probably. But it's a good time. I think you'll enjoy Eden's stream. So come along with me if you would, my friends, as we head in that direction. I should be back tomorrow night around 10:30 p.m. Central Time. So we'll start up, give or take. Tomorrow night we're going to continue that the Scooby game for the first part of the stream, and second part of the stream we're going to continue our playthrough of Pikmin 2 on GameCube. We're really far along in that, and just trying to knock out the final treasures there. But that's it for tonight, my friends. It's time for us to go on an adventure.